What is going on, everybody? King Friday here. Hoping you're having an amazing day today. I'm here at the National Sales Meeting for JB&A 2024 in beautiful Sonoma. It's absolutely incredible. I'm here with Brandy Johnson from PTZ Optics. How you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I'm doing great. We got a lot to talk about. We've got new products. We've got some products that have already been released, but sort of transformed the entire PTZ and box cam landscape and some of the peripheries with all of that. We've got a lot to talk about. It's going to be fun.
There's a whole lot to talk about.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you've got a new product that you've been given clearance to talk about, but it's not technically released yet?
It is not.
Okay. Can't wait to hear about it.
First here, it is our Simple Track 3. It is a dual lens tracking camera. So it'll give you some additional features like preset zones.
Okay.
So great for the educator who doesn't want the camera to move when they're in the chalkboard area.
Right.
It also will give you gesture control. So if you are, I'm presenting and you want to present, you raise your hands.
Wow.
Now you're the presenter.
So it's got gesture control. That's awesome.
Fully automates.
That is awesome. And have you seen it? Have you seen this in action at all?
I have seen it in action, and it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It tracks
big.
very well. You know, in the demo that I saw, they literally walked back and forth, did the raising. It's great.
That's awesome, and
it's
good to know that it does what it says that it does in the way of the tracking, but also in the way of the gestures. Usually, when you have maybe one or the other works really well, it's great that both of them work well. That's awesome.
In a lot of the tracking cameras, you know, you are limited to your tracking area based off the field of view of the lens.
That's right.
Well, with the dual lens, it expands that tracking area outside of that field of view.
That's awesome. That's one of the best ways to do it. Yeah. That's great. So do you have a rough estimate of when that's going to be available?
So it is looking towards the end of first quarter.
Okay.
So soon.
Nice. Oh, very soon.
Very soon.
Maybe NAB soon?
Hopefully before NAB.
Okay, nice. That's great to hear.
And we will have some big announcements at NAB. So that's a teaser.
And those
for
you can't tell me about.
Those I can't tell you, but some super exciting things to launch at NAB.
Awesome. So let's pivot a little bit to just a general, I mean, like, a lot of things have come over the last year.
Yes.
For the Move, specifically
the Move SE, the Move 4K,
the Move 4K, and then the Studio Pro.
Yes.
Those were sort of the big three of the main cameras that that PTZ Optics released, and it's like it really sort of transformed. Those are the new flagship models that sort of serve a wide range of customers.
100%. So like the Move SE, like it's 1080p, but it has all your outputs. You can upgrade it to NDI if you want. It has auto tracking built in. So 12 times zoom, 20 times zoom, 30 times zoom, whatever you want. And then the Move 4K, it comes with NDI HX3. There is going to be a firmware update that is going to make the tracking a lot better and improve some things. It's going to add 3D. It is going to add a privacy mode. So if you're in a meeting and things get heated, or you start talking about something that you don't want to air or that you want recorded, you can hit privacy mode and the camera will turn all the way around backward and cut the audio.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So you can see that you're in privacy mode.
No more Post-it notes over the camera.
No more Post-it note over the
camera. Unplugging it, yeah.
100%.
That's awesome.
And it'll give you some additional tracking features like tracking composition, click to track, auto framing. So that is coming soon as well.
Yeah, I think, and we've talked a little bit about this with some of the other manufacturers that have been here. So a lot of our vendors have been here, but we've sort of talked a lot about specifically meeting equity and the fact that a lot of broadcast rooms, a lot of boardrooms are becoming broadcast rooms more and more, that people are saying that it's like we want that sort of produced look for even just a Zoom call. We want that produced look, but it's very difficult to say that it's like, well, and we have a dedicated broadcast team to do one meeting a day, potentially. It's like, but this seems like they're giving you a lot more of that meeting equity to be able to say, it's like, yeah, we have a produced meeting, but the camera did it for us.
100%.
That's awesome.
And then we've got the Link 4K too. So that is Dante AVH with the licenses built in.
That's a really interesting one.
If you want to go with the Dante route, if you're already doing Dante audio, you can go with the Dante AVH.
Especially for House of Worship that might already be in that realm, might already be used to that protocol. I think that's a really great option for them. Absolutely. Now let's talk about the
Studio Pro.
Yeah, the Studio Pro. Absolutely. Yeah. No.
We're seeing a lot of that in the influencer space.
Really?
Right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. And esports. Right?
Absolutely.
It is an amazing box point of view camera. It has the light on top, for your lighting. NDI, it's got all your outputs, and
a really beautiful lens
really
too.
Good
Everything.
lens.
Yeah. As a lot of people are trying to get as much as they can out of so with the box cams, the sort of, I think initially when box cams first hit the market, it was sort of like, it's the fact that it's a small form factor, IP camera that, like I said, small compact form factor, and yes, it did have like a 1.8 lens and stuff like that, but it wasn't attempting to have this almost filmic quality. That's not really what it was for. It's just the fact that, hey, it's an IP camera that you can depend on. It's like, but I think PTZ Optics really sort of improved on the whole model to say there's let's see if we can get some more use out of it just being, well, the fact that it's an IP camera is the only reason why you would really want to have this. So I think that's amazing.
As an influencer, you can get a broadcast quality just out of a little box camera.
Absolutely. And then you mentioned esports too. It's like we did the esports workflow last year at our pre-NAB show. And it was amazing. So many of the people that we talked to, so many of the esports athletes, it was like, we want as small a camera as possible, up there on the corner. We don't need this massive thing on our, peripheral there.
Well, it doesn't need a pan or tilt, right? It just needs to do a
Exactly. Yeah, for lockdown shots and stuff, or even if you wanted to, depending on if you want to use a slider, if you want to use a crane or some other type of motion that a PTZ camera would not work in, but you still need the IP specific, you want it all self-contained. It's a perfect solution.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah. What else is I know you probably can't say too much about it. It's like, but what else would you say is on the roadmap of potentially improvements or different things? I know you mentioned the firmware update specifically on the Move SE. It is like, are there any other things that you can talk about far in the future, or do we need to wait until NAB?
Just think of cloud-based control.
Oh, okay. Awesome. That's it.
That's all you're getting.
Okay. No, that's great. That's more than I got at the beginning. That's great. Awesome. Awesome. No, that's going to be exciting. So, and we will be able to see, are you going to be at the pre-NAB show?
Well, we are working on that, and I will definitely attend.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. That is great. Well, thank you so much, Brandy, for coming. Yeah. This was an amazing conversation. And it's like I think PTZ Optics is sort of at the forefront of a lot of that PTZ innovation. But then, 100%. Like I said, going into those other metrics, I think it's going to be really a lot of fun. Absolutely.
Yes.
So thank you so much. Absolutely. If you have any other questions about PTZ Optics or how to get all of the amazing gear that they provide, please contact your JB&A representative. They will be happy to assist. I'm King Friday. I'll catch you on the next one.